an honor being your guys' chaplain. It's not really, but it's been great. I've loved this. Really, all I wanted to say, and I know partly I've talked about myself a lot. Sometimes I haven't, but mainly I've talked about myself through these benedictions. And if I can just do that one more and one last time, this and being this chaplain especially, not just YNG, but being chaplain has helped me sort of figure out who I am, and not in like oh, it helped me find my voice kind of way, because I've always thought of myself as sort of like an aimless person, and I feel like I still am. This just put me more in a sort of general direction. Being chaplain has helped me like actually talk to you guys and talk to people in general, and motivate people. And I know maybe I haven't necessarily done that to all of you, but I feel like if I've done that to some of you, then it's the most important and best thing that I've ever done. I wasn't able to make a bill that's going to help save lives like Sophia and Kip and Danny all were able to. I wasn't able to have any necessary like life-changing legislature or anything like that. But for instance, there was a girl in one of my committees who said, yeah, or in one of my sessions, she said, yeah, I'm going to run for president of my delegation. I was like, yeah, go ahead. And I told her that I was chaplain. I told her that it's great being an officer and just this whole sort of thing. On the way to the dance, I saw her, and she comes up and she grabbed me and just hugged me, and she's like sobbing, and I'm like, oh God, because I forgot who she was mostly. I was like, so, and then she's like, you told me to run for president, and I lost, but I made it to the top 2, and it's the most proud I've ever been of myself ever. And I was like, oh sweet, I did something. Yeah. And just like in other experiences like that happened to me. And then there was another person who I talked to who said that he was always like obsessed, and he never could get out of like a feeling of like hatred and like sadness and stuff like that. And for those of you who know me, I'm sort of also along those lines. But I told him like just no, it's not worth that. It's not worth any sort of like time that you could waste being like that. Just be happy. Just move on from those kind of things. And then he told me, he was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. And it was just sort of, it was another moment where I realized that through the advice that I had never necessarily followed before, it was affecting me slowly. And being up here and being able to talk to you guys or help you guys or be here with you guys for anything has made me, I think, into a better person, because now I'm actually following my own advice. And now I'm actually able to see things, I think, clearly, and as a better person. I want to thank you guys for that. And one last thing before we go. One thing I've often regretted in YNG is like not being able to like say things to people, and not being able to like truly communicate like something that I've ever thought of. Like I've always like seen somebody and like, oh, and they've like helped me out, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, and I never see them again. And I've sat for days. Even like I think about people who helped me out my sophomore year when I first joined, and I thought like, oh, I wish I could have thanked them for that or told them that they were great. So I don't want any of you to have that regret. So if there's anybody in here, do you have even the slightest thing that you feel like they need to know? I'd like you guys, just before you get out of here, tell them that and make it so you have no regrets and that they have no regrets either. So thank you. Thank you guys.